it make the boat go faster? It was a question that I came up with while working with a client a couple of years ago who was home for the summer while taking a break from rowing. And we came to the conclusion that he needed to ask himself during every meal, every workout, pretty much every decision, will this make the boat go faster? I'm doing this stretch, will it make the boat go faster? I'm going to eat this food, will it make the boat go faster? Sometimes it stopped him from eating a whole pizza, so he just ate half of it. Sometimes it got him to bed a half an hour earlier. The point is, the truth that you're putting into action is something that I mentioned in a newsletter earlier this year. And I asked you to think about what truth you're putting into action. Billy, my client, was putting in the truth to action that he wanted to contribute to his team winning. He was willing to do whatever it took to make the boat to go faster. That was the result that he wanted. He wanted the boat to go faster. He was committed, as he said it, I'm committed to making the boat go faster. So his truth was commitment. The result was the boat going faster. So everything was compared against the decision, will this make the boat go faster? So I started thinking about this, and it's only right for the right person at the right time. This isn't the right process for everyone. But I have successfully worked with people who are trying to lose weight, and they ask themselves this question, will this make me gain weight? Or will this make me lose weight? But more often, successfully, it was, will this make me gain weight? So when they're going to eat ice cream, the extra scoop, will this make me gain weight? Sitting as opposed to going for a walk, will this make me gain weight? Sitting on the couch and lying down versus sitting in a different sort of stance or posture that can stretch some muscles, will this help me to lose weight? Will this keep me from gaining weight? So everyone has a different truth they're trying to put into action, something they're trying to achieve, this result. But normally, knowing why you're doing something is extremely important and motivating. Look, if you make a commitment to health, you're sort of making a commitment to frustration, to conflict. I forget the study that came out a couple years ago where there were 4 basic emotions that all emotions come from. It was sadness, anger, I can't remember the third one, and the fourth one was happiness. That means 75% of the time, the emotions that we have are not positive. And if you get caught up in that conflict, in that drama of either focusing on a problem or trying to avoid a problem, you cannot take steps towards your goal. So if you get caught up with, I'm working on my knee problem here, it's really painful, that can be distracting, it can be sad, it can be angry at the knee, like why are you hurting? And to a certain degree, that may stop you from taking care of yourself. And so a commitment or a truth that you're putting into action should, in a sense, outlast your emotions. It should say, here's the direction, here's the goal, here's the project. Some people call it a program or a process. Whatever words work for you, it's just where you're headed, what you're heading towards. You're stacking that back in front of you. And when you ask yourself, why am I doing this? You have an answer. Why am I exercising? Because I want to have the most energy possible to play with my kids. Somebody asked me, why are you exercising? I like playing with my kids. I want to have good energy for them, so I exercise. Hey, why do you exercise a few times a week? It gives me energy. I love to play with my kids. It is accessible. And so when you bump into, inevitably, we all do, kind of don't want to do this today, my energy isn't quite the right match for my commitment, I kind of don't want to exercise. Remember, if you can get in touch with why you're exercising, that's really important. And if you can get in touch with what's the truth you're putting into action here for yourself. I believe I'm worth the effort. I'm worth the effort to make sure I have the most energy possible. And that doesn't mean that your exercise session cannot accommodate how you feel that day. It can totally accommodate how you feel that day. It can be less or more intense depending on your energy level, but the thing is that you're stewarding it towards a positive goal, stacking these goals in front of you so you have a direction that you're headed towards, and it's meaningful. You're attracted to it, and you're not blinded or dissuaded by problems, whether they're emotional in the sense of, I just don't feel like doing this today. Look, I'm crunched on time, I have less time than normal, or I have a meeting stacked on the other side of it, or I have a presentation that I'm working on, or look, my 5K prep got backed up, or my marathon prep got backed up. I just can't exercise in that way with that intensity level today. I think that's totally relevant to accommodate based on the training cycle you're in. And whether that's an external circumstance like work performance, or that's what you're training for in some other avenue of life and you need to fit it in, I think that's really important. But when you recharge yourself and refocus your mind to saying, why am I doing this today, right now? And ask yourself, what is the truth I'm putting into action? I believe it's worth exercising. It's worth my effort to exercise right now because I know I'll feel better at the end. Okay, that's great. You're exercising so you inherit a more energized body. Remember the question, will it make the boat go faster? And you can think of it like this. Will this give me more energy? Will my exercise session give me more energy? Will sleeping an extra 5 minutes give me more energy? Will sitting for 5 minutes with Dr. Quiet give you more energy? Is there some sort of infusion that you need of happiness and something enjoyable in your life? Dr. Happiness. This is all good stuff. So coming from inside of you as the character, why are you doing this? What is the truth you're putting into action? Then as you look out and you say, I want to make wise decisions based on this truth that I'm trying to create in my life. How should I create and select these decisions? Well, borrow your truth and ask yourself the question, will this give me more energy? Will eating these vegetables and fruits give me more energy than this processed food? When you eat the processed food, will this give me energy, even if that gets you to half what you were eating before? If that causes a moment of pause, of asking yourself, wait, is this what I'm committed to, this bigger thing, this longer thing, this long-term goal? Is this truth I'm putting into action? Are these the behavioral correlates? Is this what it would look like in action? If I could visualize my behavior, do I imagine eating foods that give me energy and then seeing myself eat a bag of chips? Maybe not. I don't know. So here's the main point. Will this make the boat go faster? Will what you're doing, is there a question you can ask about what you're doing and comparing the options, narrowing them down to a certain number of decisions that are in service of the goal that's in front of you, the thing you're aiming at. So this way, the ends don't justify the means, but it's how you get there matters as well. So it's a way to whittle it down and to create wise daily decisions. Wise daily decisions result from knowing why you're doing something, formulating that into a question that you can compare your options to. I have regular shoulder problems. You might say, I want to heal my shoulder with the best of my capabilities. The question might be, will this make me more capable of healing my shoulder? Okay, will lying on my shoulder this way, will this make me more capable of healing my shoulder? Will lying on this way make me more capable of healing my shoulder? And it starts to create an opportunity for creative problem solving in your life. So I hope that you enjoyed this video about putting your truth into action as referenced from an earlier newsletter, an earlier video on YouTube. If you like this, go to my website, dominicsessa.com. check in on my YouTube. If you're getting my newsletter, I hope you're enjoying the videos, and we'll talk again soon.